Hello filmmakers, it's Kerry with Filmmaker Central, and today we've got a new light we're checking out, the GVM SD300D. This is going to be one of the more powerful lights that we've checked out. Normally we do more budget-friendly stuff, but this one's going to be a little bit pricier. This one's about $560. So let's dig in and see what we've got. Well, first off, of course, you get this really nice case here, but let's check out the insides and see what we have. Ugh. All right, so we've got this really hefty light here. Now, this is plastic construction as far as I can tell. This feels plasticky. That feels plastic. This is definitely plastic. This is metal out here on the Bowens mount. We have a chip on board here. We got some really nice wing nuts over here. We'll get those out of the way and then into position here. Looks like we have a screen, on-off switch. So the control back here is a push button that switches between brightness and color temperature, and then you dial it in by rotating it. Pretty simple. We've got a covered plug back here for the DC power. And let's see what else we have. Okay, we've got a strap over here. I'm guessing this is for the power supply. Looks like we've got a plastic diffuser. Yep, that's going to go on there, kind of help diffuse the light if you need to. It's got a nice cover. It's got a really nice pattern in here. Looks like that's going to reflect light really well. Nice long power cord, like that. Very thick, juicy power cord. And over here we've got a power brick. Now, one of my pet peeves with a lot of lights is that the power cord ends up dangling in midair or something because it's just not long enough to reach. So I really want to see how long this power cord is. If I can get the Velcro strap off of it. Wow, that Velcro's got some life to it. All right, let's see. Oh, and it's got a twist tie on it. Great. So, yes, I am unboxing this for the first time with you, so we can see what this is all about. All right. There we still have another knot in it. Okay. There we go. Sitting on the ground, say about 5 foot. So for most applications, this is going to be long enough. I'd like to see it a little bit longer, maybe 9 foot, 10 foot, but I'm not going to complain too much. It's longer than most, so I'm going to be happy there. And the power cord looks like it's really, really long too. So long enough, but then if you need to strap it, you can strap it to your C-stand or light stand with the attached strap. All right, I think we need to get this thing hooked up and see how well it works. Now this is going to be a pretty extreme example here because I have such a bright background behind me. The sky is very, very bright. Now in a normal situation with my 60 watt lights, which is what I have the light set to right now, I'm just going to be pitch black almost, and the sky is going to be exposed. Or I need to put enough light on me to where I'm exposed and the background is just going to be white. It's just going to be so blown out that doesn't work. I want both. I want myself exposed and I want to be able to see the sky. So what we do is we expose for the sky. If I can expose for the sky, then the sky is going to look good, but I'm really dark. That's where having more powerful lights comes in. So I'm going to crank up the light here on the SD300, and now I have more light on me, so I'm exposed good, and I still have the light in the back. So if that's not enough light and you need more, well, you may need a 600 watt light. You might need a 1200 watt light. So it really depends on your needs, but cheap budget lights are just not always going to give you the power to overcome a bright outdoor scene. That's where a light like this can really come in handy. Okay, so I showed you how the thing works. I showed you an application where having more light is important. So the question is, do you need a light like the GVM SD300D? Well, I can't answer that for you. That's something that you need to decide for yourself if you need a more powerful light source. So for me, there are certainly times where it's going to come in extremely useful when I have ambient light that I need to knock down or overpower the ambient light. Is it enough? Well, I can make do with this. I don't need to move to a 600 watt or a 1200 watt. I can make do with this. I can use certain modifiers. I can get the light closer. I can do things that will make this a usable light for the situations that I run into. The vast majority of my stuff is done in a studio setting, and that's fine. Other things are done outdoors where I just use natural light. I don't take extra lights. But there's those situations like in the garage where I'm doing a tutorial for my other channel and I have the garage door open and I just need to flood what I'm doing or myself with extra light. And having a more powerful light like this is really, really going to make the difference in those videos. So is it worth it to you to spend $560 on a light? You got to decide that for yourself. For me, this is well worth it. I'm very, very happy with this light. Sure, I could use a more powerful light, but there's a huge price difference. And, you know, if I could get a 1200 watt light in this price range, I would do it. But this is kind of the top end of what I want to spend for what I do. So this is a great fit for me. So there you have it. Do you need more light? Well, sometimes you do. If you're trying to overcome that ambient light, background light, and you just need a more powerful light on your subject, this can be a good option for you in this price point. In a studio environment, sure, you can get away with smaller lights sometimes, but this will be a permanent fixture in my home studio here for doing things like this because I have more control. I can use a bigger modifier. I can get softer light. I can get just a better quality of light than with the setup that I'm currently using. So I think this is a great fit for me, and I think this is going to be a good one for a lot of people. Now, the best place to get this is going to be B&H Photo. I'll put a link below as well as a link in the description where you can pick this guy up. So thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Kerry with Filmmaker Central. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.